Oh man, we've had a rough day so far. Me and Ron were trying to get some good footage today, man, and we had some very interesting scenarios play out today. And I'm gonna try to edit all that footage when I get back to the house. Sorry if the camera shakes a little bit. I know there's not anybody in here watching yet, but holy mackerel, was my day a little bit rough. It just started raining and it hasn't stopped raining. It just, once it got going, it was just going. So I'm stuck in traffic right now. Heading back, it says that I've got a very long traffic jam, so my guess there was a pretty serious accident up here. But we've been kind of chasing weather all day, trying to get decent footage, and we did get the range test, and I'll tell you what, I think I finally found out why Buddy lost the drone in the first place. We're going to talk about that. Frank, what's up, man? Sorry about the poor connection. There's bad weather coming in right now. I've also got 49% battery, so... But, Steven, what's up? What's that truck next to me? We're just stuck in traffic right now, and I figured, what the heck, man? Kill a little time, do a live stream, kind of tell you what was going on today. Been getting message after message after... There you go, messages, tons of messages. So... Anyways, RC Andy, what's up, man? Gonna watch later. Sounds good, Frank. Like I said, it's gonna be kind of a short live stream. However long the traffic takes is how long we're gonna go at this for. So, me and Ron met up today, and we were gonna go look for Mike, the homeless guy. But then all this rain started, so we did take the Phantom 3 out for the range test with the dish, and we had some interesting findings, to say the least. Here we go. Looks like good P3 flying weather. Oh, it's very nasty out. We got out there before it started to rain, but we had, like I said, a series of unfortunate events kind of unfold all day, so we'll get into that when I make the video and edit everything tonight. Oh, but the Phantom 3, I think we found out why the original person lost it. Now, I didn't lose it because I'm a decent pilot and I know what to look for when things start going a little downhill that shouldn't be going downhill, so... We, let's just say the parabolic dish did perform well. I didn't quite get the range I was looking for, but we did go past 2,000 meters, which we got stock. Looks like traffic's moving again. I hope you guys can hear me. I'll try to talk loud enough that you can hear me. But I'll tell you what, man. We had an oopsie-doopsie situation take place, so luckily I managed to get the Phantom back through not panicking and just taking my time. And What'd you find? Yeah, so, like I said, we originally found out that this thing performed, Jordan, what's up? That this thing performed a forced landing on a beach, and I know why now. The return to home failsafe function does not work. I'm not sure if that's at all, or just maybe today because it didn't set a home location before I took off. But man, did it put me in quite a brain teaser for a minute while I was out there. I was freaking out a little bit. I didn't go into panic mode because I kind of just focused on the light on the transmitter to make sure it was going from red to green. I think I would have deuced my pants right then and there. What's up, bro? Sounds crazy. Glad you got it back. Well, like I said, I have it all on film, so we'll show you exactly what took place. But man, did the failsafe not engage. And then I pushed return to home, and she did not come home. I did it like 4 or 5 times, and, the transmitter was just not communicating at all with the bird. And the bird, for whatever reason, just sat there and hovered, waiting for commands. It never went into failsafe, and that scares me. It scares me that that's the fact. Done that with the Hubsan. Now, see, the Hubsan has always come back. Always. Never lost transmission with the Hubsan. Not once. This... did beat the range of the Hubsan and the Solo at the spot that I tried it at, but holy mackerel. Eric, what's up? I don't know, I went into slight freak-out mode, but not quite hitting panic mode. You'll hear it in the video. I was like, uh-oh, this is not good. We are not communicating with the drone at this point. It has completely cut video signal, and the weird thing was that it was telling me that it still had 4 bars of signal to the drone, or to the UAV at the time. It was still communicating properly with the P3. Even though it said that up in the corner, it wasn't. It was not talking to the transmitter. And that scares me that the app is not being honest with me. So I don't know if it's a glitch or what the deal is. Eric just got in from the train, bro, 10 hours ago. Oh my. Well, I thought that was, wasn't that Donnie? Oh no, that is Donnie. My bad. Man, traffic is just crazy today. All these people are all over the road. So, anyways, I'm gonna try to focus on driving. Can't really read the comments because I'm doing 65 miles an hour now. But so me and Range performed. Here comes heavy rain again. Me and Ron performed the range test. We got it back. And I'm still getting some very serious lag on my device that I'm using. We're still using the phone with the cracked screen, so we figure out the tablet situation. So, you know, it's, I don't know, man. We went over the water the whole time. We got all the way to the field that I wanted to get to. And right as soon as we got over the top of the field, it lost connection. And man, was I just freaking out there for a sec. It was just not communicating with the transmitter at all, and it wasn't going into failsafe. Nothing was working properly. I was just in kind of freak out mode. I was holding the transmitter up, waiting to see the red light turn green to let me know it had connection again. Every time I saw it got connection, I pulled back on the controller just a little bit more until finally I got it to come back into range. So it must have hovered there for a good 5 or 6 minutes without any connection to the transmitter, and it was just a workout. And it might be interference. That could be the case. The parabolic dish got me 1,000 feet over what I already was, plus another 375 on top of that. So the parabolic dish did perform, but for whatever reason, the failsafe did not engage, and it was in freak-out mode for a good minute, man. I was like, uh-oh, Ron, we are in a world. I almost got Ron to get in his car to drive down to the stadium where we were at, which would have been over a kilometer away. We would have had to take the regular road, go out, because we did a straight shot. Ron would have had a good 2.5 mile trip to get to where the bird was actually at the time, and if it did perform a forced landing because it never made connection again, Ron would have been there to grab it. But we never made it that far. Man, I am going to have to get over here, and these people are not leaving any room for anyone to make decisions here. Let's see. Okay, holy cow, these people are driving like D-bags right now. This is very interesting how people are pushing and shoving for lanes in bad weather. They should all be driving a little slower and not be panicking. They're all panicking on their... This guy's not even trying to let me over. I don't know, man. Florida drivers are stupid. Oh, now we got somebody else shoving themselves in behind me, so I got no room to play. Jeez, oh Pete's, you people. Come on, man. My turn signal's been on for like 3 minutes, bro. You really gonna be like that? Krampus on Christmas, dude. Anyways. Sorry. Florida drivers are nuts. The weather doesn't help. Everybody's trying to drive like a maniac in bad weather. Alright, I'm in the far lane. I should be good here. So anyways, it was an interesting experience to go through. I've never had Bird do that before. I'm starting to lose faith in my DJI already, and this is not a good thing. I always have felt safe flying my GPS birds up until this point. And this one, like I said, I can't be too upset because it was only $100. And everybody's kind of been pitching in by getting the controller and making things, you know, go smoothly here. But this bird has me very one thing after another, man. We got to get this figured out. Brad, I'll put the video up, Brad, or you can just rewatch this. I'm not going to live stream much longer, but as soon as this video's done, man, just watch. Yeah, Hubson DJI. I don't know. Oh, we got another accident here on the right. Oh, my gosh. We got 4 cars involved in this one. Man, people, see, if they just slow down and drive normal, it wouldn't be a problem. But yeah, it's Brad. I don't want to re-explain everything all over again here. Your best bet is probably just to watch the live stream. I'm going to close it down here in a sec, but, you know, me and Ron left the range test to go out to do another one in an area that Ron found, which ended up being in the exact same area that we did our mine trip to try to find the closed mines, which was really cool. But by the time we got out there, it's just been raining the rest of the day, so we ended up coming all the way back. I just got in my car. Ron dropped me off in my car. I put the Phantom back in the back seat there, and I'm going to run that footage for you. So we basically did the range test, went and had lunch. I did all-you-can-eat soup and salad, which, by the way, their soup was fantastic. Fantastic. And then we went from there to all the way out to Mulberry, from Tampa to Mulberry, which is a good drive, to try to test in this flat, just nothing, no interference area. And unfortunately, by the time we got out there, it was just the rain had already come in, and yeah, nobody can see right now, and everybody's still driving like crazy. Oh my gosh, I can't see at all. This is crazy, crazy. Alright, well, this is me getting off here, I'm pretty sure. Holy mackerel. Alright guys, I'm going to try to be a little safe driving here. I'm getting off the highway and everyone's just bustling and acting like turds. So, Birdman, I'm actually closing the stream down because there's just people driving like wackos right now. But why was it causing you to lose faith in the Phantom? Because I've never had a bird that was still in GPS not go into failsafe when that's the first thing it should have done. After about the first 30 seconds of not detecting a transmitter, I would expect it to engage a failsafe. And it did not do that. It just sat there and hovered. And that scares me. And I think that's what happened to the original person that had this bird. I think they flew it out of signal range, didn't know where it was. It hovered there until the battery went into like basically LVC warning, and then it just performed a forced landing on the beach, and nobody ever found it again until it got turned in by the guy that watched it perform the forced landing in the bushes. So my assumption is that that happened to him. However, I'm a better pilot. I know what to look for. I was waiting and watching the transmitter signal very closely. As the light would turn green, I was, pulling back a little bit on the stick. It would go red, loose connections. It would turn green again. I'd give it a little more of an inch play to come back, and then pretty soon it finally came back enough that it was able to connect again. But it didn't let me go into RTH until halfway back, which is really crazy too, because I have all my settings adjusted for no limits at all, basically. And my RTH return height should be around 200 feet, and it was not engaging any fail-safes. That is not a good thing, and I was not using the Litchi app, I was using the DJI Go app, so that caused me to lose quite. I've never had, even the Solo never put me in a position like that. That's crazy that it would do that to me. And we've had the Solo out past 5,000 feet, so good thing the battery was healthy. Yeah, no, it was left with a good battery. It came back with like 70%, so... but still, I mean, that's scary that the failsafe would not engage. As soon as it loses transmitter signal, I would have an expectation that it would wait maybe 15 or 30 seconds and then go, well, I need to go home because I don't know where my signal went and nobody's controlling me, so it's time to just go home. 2 Solo batteries. For your advice, yes, I think you should have at least 3, to be honest with you. Maybe use 2 and save 1. But I'm going to shut this down because now we're getting lightning and all sorts of fun stuff. So I'll see you guys a little bit later, and hopefully you enjoy the video. It's kind of crazy. It was a very long day. It was kind of the adventures of the P3S storm chasing. So we're going to put that video up as soon as I get home, man. Fly it out 30 yards and shut off the RC. Shut off the, well, I think you mean the transmitter, and see what happens. Oh, no, I agree, but it would not. It refused to go into return to home, which is not good. That is not good that it refused to go into return to home. Even when it was out, it was at almost 4,000, it was at 3,000, almost 3,500 feet. And when I engage RTH, I expect it to go into RTH, or I expect the failsafe to work. The fact that it didn't is scary to me. That makes me lose a lot of faith in the bird very quickly. So maybe it's going to be my LOS flyer until we find out what happened. We'll see. All right, guys. Did you hit return to home? 6 times easily. At least 6 times. Like I said, I never went into panic mode, but I was freaking out a little bit. And I just kind of got my head on my shoulders and did what I do best. Brought the bird home manually and just monitored the situation and did my best. So, alright guys, I'm going to cut this and I'll show you the video when it's up. I'll see you in a bit. Toodaloo. I was thinking this. But no, and I have adjusted the settings, just so you're aware, Russ. I've gone in and I've adjusted those settings already. They have all... When I first got the app open, that was the first thing I did, was adjust everything to how I do it. And it still did not activate RTH and failsafe. That's not good. That causes, like I said, causes me to lose a lot of faith in how that app works and how the product performs. So we'll try it again. Like I said, it's a $100 bird. My expectations are high, and maybe they shouldn't be. Maybe I should drop them down just a bit until we get through testing phase with this thing. So I'll show you the footage. See you guys in a bit. Just be aware that it did happen to me. You'll see it all on the video, man. I ran the GoPro on my head and I ran the footage on the drone, so you'll see exactly what was taking place. Alright, man.